It'll cost you $10,000. Will you get a 2020 for Nissan GT-R in full? From the outside. Overall, the car seems to be in good condition. The most important part of the front face did not show any significant impact. Even the car bodies on both sides have no impact marks. Just a few scratches in individual areas. The main injury to the vehicle turned out to be the top. In theory, this little injury is a small bump. The frame shouldn't fall so far. After all, the main areas of the car remain intact. Until the little brother opens the cab. Only then did he realize that the problem was more complicated than he had imagined. The center console of the vehicle seems to have been hit by an iron sand deep internal injury. Just break it lightly to harvest a fragment. Even the steering wheel has been significantly deformed. Also check the location of the car exhaust pipe. There is also obvious sediment accumulation. See here, smart people have figured out. This is a standard flooded car. It's hard to imagine this Nissan GT-R. What happened during his lifetime? Tragic twists and turns. A comprehensive analysis of the current situation the previous owner must have is to drive this car. It's called the ultimate challenge. And this led to tragedy. Center console cracking. Sediment deposition in the exhaust pipe. The roof of the vehicle is almost scrapped. This car is the legendary rollover grunt. After rolling over, soak in water and fill it up directly. Next, let's look at the two little brothers. How to help this car achieve nirvana rebirth. According to the old rules, the first time after the new car arrives, the little brother needs to make a simple appearance of the vehicle. Purpose of cleaning. On the one hand, it is better to detect vehicle cases. The other is to make the vehicle itself look more ornamental. The two brothers have specialized in accident car repair for many years. Very good at running programs efficiently. As a soaking car. First, determine whether the engine is. Measure the oil level with an oil caliper for damage. As a result, the little brother suddenly had a tingling sensation in the scalp. Inside the engine, the oil and the sediment have merged. Engine overhaul becomes inevitable. And there's one detail worth noting. After opening the engine belt, the engine compartment we saw was still relatively clean. It means that someone has cleaned it before. The purpose is to create an illusion. Tell the vehicle that soaking in water is not serious. Now it seems his deal is doomed to end at a loss. Flooded plus rollover buff directly stacked. The restoration work has not yet begun. It's deeply torn. Is this car going to be fully restored? Or use it as a car dismantling button? No matter what you choose, you will face many difficulties. You know how difficult it is to repair this car. It's also very costly. Thinking of this, the little brother chose to let himself go. Give this Nissan GT to a full body wash first. Anyway, there are too many lions to keep. Don't worry if you have too much debt. Domestic bloggers have praised it before. How is the management of the used car market in the United States and Europe? How transparent is the car condition? Now it seems that the moon in foreign countries is not necessarily round. The used car market is also full of routines. Brother connected the car to temporary power supply. Also opened the trunk. Saw the items left in the car by the previous owner. So far it's salivating. And who also threw the wires in the trunk? It is also a very serious security risk, because now the vehicle is powered on. Only, all electronic devices show no signs of starting. This is obviously not good news. In order to avoid later chassis rust, use professional now. Equipment gives the chassis a thorough cleaning. In fact, this cleaning does not solve the problem at all, just to bring more questions to the surface. In order to restore the vehicle as soon as possible, power on state, brother, disassemble the power circuit board one by one. Prepare to identify the problem. Here's a detail worth noting. All power supplies. The circuit board has no obvious sludge contamination. It means that the area soaked in water belongs to the freshwater area. There's not a lot of sediment. Preliminary conclusion is that the frame has not been damaged to obviously bad after some sorting and identification. He sifted through a bunch of dead circuit boards. The next job is to fill up on demand. For a long time in the past, both are standard replacement car repair bloggers. Rarely take over accident models, not to mention the water truck. This time they are also ready to challenge themselves. However, the fluid released from the vehicle revealed this car wants to be repaired by replacement. It's almost impossible. If you don't get it right, you need to replace the engine. In the process of checking for water ingress everywhere, if you are not careful, you will be bombed. The liquid flowing out of the water truck, just like rotten eggs. Even my brother has to admit. Here we go. They're going to face a very difficult challenge. All parts are now to be dismantled. And then we do a full restoration. Components involved in circuits. Choose new line as much as possible. Only by doing this to fundamentally fix the water cart. If we are buying a car, found a so-called waiting car, the floor seats can still feel a little sediment. It's almost certain that the quality of the restoration of this car is extremely poor. Buying a water car is actually not terrible. The terrible thing is to buy a repair process pull. It's a rough soaking car. What is certain is, the water truck has not undergone an all-round overhaul. You can't hide it. Next, my brother will show you the bubble. Standard for water wheels. Repair process. Step 1. To dismantle the whole car to only one frame left. Do it later. Add to the mix. And they're targeting this water truck. An unprecedented restoration plan was developed. Except for this water truck. He also bought to other scrap cars. Use the latter as a spare parts warehouse. Minimize repair costs. With the engine gearbox completely removed, the whole frame was kind of knocked back to the prototype. This kind of water truck with a competitive age, the most valuable part is the price of the car. Although they have 3 Nissan GT RS in their hands, will you still choose to use this car as the basis? Of course, many accessories in the interior part inevitably be declared eliminated during the repair process. The most torn thing is the engine. From the visual inspection, the engine condition of this car seems to be perfect. However, the sewage discharge from the oil circuit and water pipe before are proving this engine is not immune. The only way to fix it is to take the engine apart completely. This mechanical overhaul, which happens to be their weakness, if you guess correctly, probably choose outsourcing. As for themselves, is to dismantle the whole vehicle to nothing. Like building blocks, home improvement accessories. Usually, it's easier to disassemble a car into parts, but it's hard to rebuild. 4. Make sure that the next work can be executed smoothly. 2 little brothers, I specially found the famous Whitung, precisely paid to hire a technical consultant. The two have strong traffic. And Whitung is also famous for its car repair technology. Vermilion. After Whitung is in place, it will directly bring a heavy news. The black accident they went to great lengths to buy. Car armor. The vast majority of accessories cannot be reused during the post-repair process. If there are not enough accessories, you still have to spend money to buy them. The first priority is to remove all the parts. Then make a list of damaged parts. Wait until all the parts are removed. From the perspective of the car alone, it seems relatively clean. Front and rear glass, including various pedals, can be used normally after cleaning. After all, this car is only a year old. After 2 days of hard work, my brother got a real frame. Considering that this frame has been submerged in water for a long time, so the spray on the surface of the frame, the paint can no longer be used, especially where the metal keys are connected. It must also be resanded and bonded. Only in this way can we ensure, during later use, the seams of the frame will not be moldy and rusty. We can be sure, more than 99% of the water trucks, it's not going to be this elaborate. After all, the cost of doing so is really high. In addition to the economic cost, also includes time cost. According to their standard car price, cleaning should be done without a single grain of sediment. The main thing is a professional. In addition, after the water accident, there are also multiple scratches on the surface of the car body. Take advantage of the present opportunity. They're going to sand the scratched area. And then spray paint. According to this standard, restored soaking cart, it is no longer fundamentally different from ordinary used cars. Before the painting begins, I can't help complaining. The price of Nissan GT2's pearl white car paint is exorbitant. Discount the price of this can of original car paint, just as high as $1,200, and it needs to be configured according to different codes. The main difficulty of this work is to adjust the schedule. As for spray paint, they're very familiar with this. As a result, the first layer of car paint has been sprayed. The paint finish of the vehicle is gray. From a distance, it gives the impression of a burning car. For such a result, the curly-haired brother is also slightly unknown, but the hat guy thinks this color scheme is more offensive. They even claim this color scheme reduces radar reflections. So I temporarily replaced it with this one on my own initiative. Real reason. Well, they've been tested many times. Can't restore pearl white. So it's the next best thing. Choosing a limestone color scheme while the frame is painted and waiting to be completely dry. The little brother started to dismantle and repair the engine. After the engine housing is removed, see for yourself the official chain of this engine. No signs of damage. Just need to replace sealing gasket and external bolts are enough. The engine in front of you, also from an accident car. It belongs to the dismantled car parts transplanted from the scrapped car. This 2.6-liter inline 6-cylinder twin-turbo engine. No matter whether it is a new one or it's not overhaul. Cheap, although the two little brothers are square. The famous rich second generation. You also need to consider the cost of repairing the car. We can see they took the whole engine apart. Apply sealant after simple cleaning. And then finally it's fully assembled. Because this engine is still very young. There was no water in the soaking accident, so there is no need to repolish and spray paint. After completing these tasks, the little brother can't help but sigh. Turns out fixing an engine is so easy. Then they also mentioned another reason to change the body color. Because of the limestone color scheme, it belongs to the cold blue series purchased at a price considering the later sales of the vehicle. So pearl white was changed to limestone. You can even declare to customers, this car is not a soaking car, it's a modified car. Turn the vehicle slot into a bright spot. This operation is also pretty awesome. After solving the problem of the frame and engine, they need to get it from another black GT2. Disassemble yourself. All kinds of matching required due to the same age of the black GT2. And it's not soaked in water. After the accessories are disassembled, after a simple cleaning, it can be used directly. In less than a day, speed limit for the whole car. Plus all the basic accessories are installed in place. The whole process can be called flowing water. During the assembly of vehicle parts, the most laborious part is the installation of the chassis. In order to completely eliminate the shadow of the water cart, all accessories for chassis suspension have been passed. All-round renovation, anti-rust in their words. From suspension to exhaust to lower tray. Even the fenders are brand new. Because these accessories are purchased with heavy money, especially the chassis guards. It's made of carbon fiber. The vehicle will not rust even if it is scrapped. Also take advantage of this opportunity. Brother, give this Nissan GT to rearranges a set of titanium alloy exhaust cylinder. Black GT to orange. The color wheels have also been transferred to the new car. These wheels are paired with a gray body. Gives a strong spiritual guy style. But ordinary spiritual guys probably can't afford to drive this car. The appearance of the accessories is still so exquisite. The interior of the vehicle is naturally not safe, especially the center console part. It is more common to buy brand new yuan. If you follow the repair standard of my brother, the cost of this car after it is repaired is probably not particularly optimistic. Interior style including seat color scheme. My brother chose Juju red. The main thing is the bells and whistles. Although the vehicle is soaking in water, no airbags were activated during the accident. However, considering the later driving safety, all airbags must be replaced. Wait until the interior decoration work is complete. Compared with the original appearance, it is already embarrassingly different. Then came the engine. This used engine went from purchase to preparation. It cost a total of $5,000, half the purchase price of the car. As for the engine after soaking in water, they also decided to switch hands. After all, there's always somebody who wants to do it at a lower cost. Repair vehicle. Next step is to combine the engine and transmission into one. Connect various speed limiting pipelines. You can start to officially get on the bus before this car starts to be repaired. We thought the bumper of the original car and body coverage pieces may be guaranteed, but we obviously underestimated the arrogance of the little brother. What people ask for is a perfect repair, rather than just making do with it, so we had to use brand new bumper covers. This is in line with the force of millions of car repair bloggers. Before installing the body covering, brother still has to finish the combination of engine and vehicle. Engine mount included. Components including various beams and columns. He chose to use the original parts. After all, it is necessary to consider the poor workmanship and price-compatible models. We can find out the more high-end model. The construction of the engine includes, the more complicated the accessories are. These complex engine systems, the failure rate goes up proportionally. Therefore, care must be taken during the installation process. During the process of installing the engine, 3 people doing their jobs. Collaborate. It was a close call. Compared to many auto repair bloggers who fight alone, this process can be very painful. Sometimes a lot of work. It's just a lack of someone to help. It is particularly worth mentioning that, and they gave you a Nissan GT-R, replaced with a brand new shaft, while installing the power supply, also plugged in the engine telescreen. In theory, now the engine can attempt to start. From a mechanical perspective, this car is fully repaired. Only one cooling system remains. After completing this step, you can add oil. Be calm, brother. For many appearances, Kendo is willing to work hard. But the cooling system is decisive. Use second-hand car dismantling, but as the so-called province of the province, the flower of the flower is this path. As the vehicle is assembled, recovery is in its final stages. The background music also starts. Brother starts for the first time. It was effortless. After a period of inactivity, there are no leaks in the chassis engine compartment. Signs of an oil spill. They can final reinforcement of the mechanical parts of the whole vehicle in the process of home braking. Dad is professionally responsible for stepping on the brakes. Make sure the whole process runs smoothly. This operation is truly professional to the extreme. The body cover has not been installed on the whole car, including the headlights and windshield. The little brother can't wait to start the test drive journey. And sounds definitely like a crab shed. I thought everything would go very smoothly. As a result, the vehicle has not yet driven to miles. Suddenly, there was an abnormal sound from the position of the transmission shaft, and they went very pale. Turned the car around and returned for repair. Sure enough, the vehicle did have a major problem. Inspection revealed that the exhaust pipe was severely blocked. Just because of the installation, did not pay attention to the observation during the process of exhaust caused the engine to burst. After dealing with this little episode, start the road test drive again. This time, there were no problems with the mechanical aspects of the vehicle. And then there's the look that everybody really likes. Key assembly link. The first is the assembly of the door. The selected car dismantling parts are originally painted in black car paint, so you need to polish all the surface car paint. Then follow the previous paint ratio for all body coverings. All painted in gray, including the doors, bumper board without exception. All in place, as long as a car is equipped with body coverings. It's like putting on clothes. The entire vision of the vehicle. The effect should be improved several levels in an instant. Now the part that we can see. This car is missing a hood. Window glass also needs to be installed. Finally, the interior. Exterior trim ready to finish. But before that, you also need to tell your customers. Hand over a newly restored Corvette. You can see it from the expression of the customer's brother. I am very satisfied with my brother's work. Send away your customers and pull the floodgates. Today is the launch of this Nissan GT2. Final shock. All available decorative parts of the original car have been unified. One to polish, spray paint, and install the door interior panels. Power on for new high-end models. The bumper is an important component. In addition to the headlights, it also includes various induction installation probes. Work is better than we expected. It's more complicated. With this chain of accessories being installed in place, the appearance of the vehicle becomes gradually plump. Cover the windshield. Install the triangle window. Only then did we find out. Airbag including steering wheel. Wait for the accessories to be installed yet. But here's something surprising. The paint finish of the whole car seems to be just passable. At present, it cannot be determined that it is a problem with the painting process. Or is it missing once? All-round appearance polishing. In his opinion, these are details. Wait until the carbon fiber hood includes the bumper. All pre-production is in place. A magical scene happened. The original gray paint has taken on a light blue color. And according to my brother's introduction, the stronger the sun, the blue effect is more obvious. The actual effect is better than in the video. The little brother can't help but want to take this car. Open it for a while for yourself. I have to say they are really rich. To match the body paint, I specially replaced a new set of wheels. In this way, the visual effect is directly filled. So far, the reconstruction of this vehicle is nearing completion. Into the last on the chassis. After the exhaust line is prepared, this car has finally ushered in the rebirth of Nirvana. In addition to the $10,000 originally used for the various accessories after that, it cost a total of $17,000, including to scrapped Nissan GT-RS. They didn't even think about it. The vehicle was repaired at a modest cost. But the cost of some decorative pieces is staggering. It's just a set of sports calipers, up to $2,000, for such a water truck. How much do you think is appropriate? Welcome to leave a message.